Today we're talking about the transitional style living room. It's another blended design style that combines the timeless elegance of traditional design with the modern look of contemporary design. It's all about creating timeless, sophisticated spaces that have classic details and the simplicity of modern design. Furniture in this design style is going to have both curved and straight lines for a balanced look. The color palette is typically neutral with textural elements like wood, metal, and glass. I'm Nikki D, and I'm your go-to resource for design inspiration, furniture, and decor that's going to make your home look like you hired a designer. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below. Let's get right into it. So the transitional design style is literally the best of both worlds. If you love traditional design and you love contemporary, this mixes the two together in a cohesive, calming, soothing space. It's going to give you the classic elegance and modern comfort, timeless pieces with trendy accents, and then a sophisticated vibe with a laid-back charm. I'm going to put a link below because we've already talked about both the traditional and contemporary design style, so be sure to check those out. Let's talk a little bit about the historical background of transitional design. Interior designers essentially wanted the classic look of traditional spaces with the clean and sleek lines of contemporary design. Wanted to update the look of historical interiors with modern elements, but wanted to keep the textures and comfort of traditional spaces. So the key characteristics are going to be a simplified color palette. So we're going to have those neutrals as the backdrop for our texture and our accent colors. Our furniture is going to be a mix of both curved and straight lines with minimal ornamentation. Our materials are going to be a mix of textures. So we may have linens, leather, velvet, chenille. And then this is going to be combined with wood, glass, and metal. This image is an example of a transitional living room design. It has classic details like a serene environment. It's going to be the perfect space to relax and unwind. It has that neutral color palette with soft textures, natural light coming in, a modern mix with the traditional accents like the patterned rug and the fireplace mantle, but it's both stylish and comfortable. It's bold and beautiful. So this living room is not afraid to use color. It's got the pops of blue, which is a classic in this design style, and then gold touches. To decorate in the transitional style living room, you want to first start with that neutral color palette. So think your beiges, your taupes, your grays, and your creams. Mix and match your furniture styles. So we might have a traditional wingback chair mixed with a modern coffee table. The trick to mixing and matching is to really use pieces that have clean lines, but with a similar color palette and scale. We want to layer in texture. So the variety of textiles like your velvets, your linen, and your wool, this can be in throw pillows, in rugs, in blankets. The contrast of the different materials is going to add depth and visual interest. Don't be afraid to add in accessories like your art, your lamps, your sculptures. These are going to add personality and that finished look. And then you want to keep it balanced. So transitional style is all about finding the right balance between traditional elements and modern. So you don't want to go overboard with one or the other, and that's going to create a space that's harmonious and cohesive. So since most people start with the sofa whenever they're designing their living room, let's start here. So here are some ideas that you can bring that transitional look into your home with the sofa choice that you choose. First up, we have the Chesterfield sofa. This is an iconic style. It has a classic British design, deep button tufting, rolled arms, a low back, and it's traditional, but it has that hint of masculine charm. It looks great if you put it in neutral leathers like a camel or a light brown. You could also put it in cream linen for a timeless look. Olive green, velvet is going to give it a sophisticated vibe. Then we have the square arm sofa. This is the Lawson sofa. It has clean lines, square arms, and then loose cushions. It's the perfect blend of traditional and modern. It would look great in a neutral colored linen or a velvet fabric for a more cozy feel. You could also do a pattern like a stripe or a houndstooth that'll give it some personality. Then we have the tuxedo sofa, which is another classic design. It's got straight arms and a tailored look. This can be dressed up or down depending on the fabric that you choose. Next, we have the classic slipcover sofa. This is the best of both worlds. If you do it in a rolled arm, it'll have a more traditional look. If you do it in a square arm, it'll have a more modern look. So the arm style is really going to dictate the look of the sofa. It has a classic silhouette and a skirted base. You can put this in a neutral color like linen. It's going to give your space a relaxing and inviting feel. The beauty of slip covers is you can switch them out for a whole new look whenever you please. Then we have the English rolled arm. This is going to have a timeless elegance with a modern touch. It's the perfect blend of comfort and style. Classic details are going to be the rolled arm, the sloped back, and then the button tufting if you choose to add that feature. The modern details are going to be those clean lines, tapered legs, and the neutral color palette. Let's talk a little bit about the color palettes and the materials in the transitional design style. So we have our warm neutrals, which is our beige, our taupe, our grayish, and our sand. We have our cool neutrals, which might be our gray, our white, and our light blue. You can also add touches of green in olive green or sage or teal. Blues like navy, denim, a dusty blue are fabulous for transitional living rooms. You have yellows, which is your mustard, your ochre, and then gold accents. These can be complemented with dark brown for contrast. So the color palette that you choose is going to depend on the look that you're after, essentially. So if you want a space that's light and airy, you're going to go with neutrals, blues, and white. If you're going for a warm and cozy vibe, you're going to use deeper neutrals, earthy greens, and warm yellows. Dramatic and sophisticated, you might have dark blues, blacks, and pops of metallics. When it comes to the fabrics of transitional style, we're going to have a timeless appeal. So our linen upholstery, our cotton throw pillows and blankets. We might have wool plush rugs, luxe fabrics like velvet. This can be used in our accent pillows or a statement chair, silk for curtains or lampshades, satin for throw pillows and bolsters. We might use performance fabric, which is going to be stain resistant, great if you have pets and kids. It's going to be a durable fabric, and it's perfect for high traffic areas. You'll want to use this in your sofas and your chairs, anywhere that you might have accidents. Patterns are going to be neutrals with texture. So we might have solid color fabrics with different textures. Classic prints like stripes or florals can be used, but in that neutral color palette. You could also have geometrics in that neutral color palette. And then you want to mix and match different textures and patterns for a layered, inviting look. So you might have a patterned rug with solid throw pillows. The transitional style also uses different wood tones, so we might have warm woods like mahogany, walnut, or oak. That's going to give a more classic look. They work well with leather or velvet upholstery. You could also use light woods like maple, birch, and ash for a lighter area feel. That's perfect for smaller spaces because it'll give it a more open, minimalist look. And then don't be afraid to mix the finishes of the wood tones. So you can have a dark wood coffee table, for example, with lighter wood chairs. As long as the styles coordinate and the overall scale, you'll be able to mix and match those wood tones. This will give visual interest and depth. The metal choices that we have in the transitional style is going to be brass and gold. So this might be in accents like our lamps, our coffee table legs, or our picture frames. You could also include black and chrome, again, in coffee tables, chair legs, or light fixtures. And then you can also mix your materials. You might have a marble coffee table that has a wood base. So you can mix and match those materials for a more curated look. You can also think about bringing some of the current trends that are happening in furniture into your transitional living space. This might be cane and rattan, which is going to be a natural material. It's having a moment right now, and it's a great way to bring that organic coastal vibe into your room. You could use this in chairs, ottomans, and decorative accents. Acrylic and lucite is another material that will have a light and airy feel. It's perfect for small spaces because it's going to be open and expansive. You can use it in coffee tables, side tables, and even chairs. Terrazzo is another material that's having a moment. It's a speckled stone pattern, and that is trending in furniture and accessories. This we might use in a coffee table, in a side table, even lamps. Your accessories and decor are going to give your room that finished look. So you're going to want to use chandeliers for a focal point, clean lines, and traditional shapes. You're going to have table lamps that have contemporary lampshades mixed with a classic lamp base. That'll add functional lighting. Wall art is going to be monochromatic and abstract pieces, or you might have classic oil paintings in modern frames. We'll have decorative accents like our vases and our pillows. These will be in geometric patterns or maybe even solid colors that complement the old and the new design elements. You'll want to include throw pillows in different sizes, textures, and patterns. This will give you a more curated look. Window treatments in the transitional design style are going to be both curtains, you might have blinds, Roman shades. It'll add a softness and help control the light. You might use simple linen or silk panels in neutral colors. You can also use patterned shades if your furniture is mostly neutral, because that will add another element of pattern, texture, and interest. And that, my friends, is a wrap on the transitional style and how to get the look in your home. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Have a great day and happy designing.